what does the Bible teach about business? That's what we'll uncover together on the Business in His Image podcast. This show explores strategies from the Bible that will help you grow your business, strengthen your walk with Jesus, and help you reach your God-given potential as an entrepreneur. The Bible is filled with practical wisdom to help you live for God while using your gifts. Let's unpack what that means for you and how you can use biblical truths to build a thriving business that honors Christ. Now it's time to dive in. I am here to show you the strategies and the different hacks that have helped me in my business so that you can make progress faster. I'm here to prove to you that you can build your dream business with the pockets of time you have in your schedule. I'm really excited because today I'm going to take you behind the scenes in my business and show you my content creation process so that you can copy it. And I'm going to also share some really critical tips to be successful with social media. I see a lot of feedback regarding social media. People get frustrated with it because they don't see results. And the reason is because a lot of times they're either not being consistent or they are not really using the platform the way that it's meant to be used. So we're going to dig into that and talk about it. So first of all, I want to start by sharing some key tips that are really going to help you. Then I'm going to take you behind the scenes into my tool manager, and I'm going to show you how I plan out my content. And so that you can, if you want to copy my process, you totally can. And I'm going to take you behind the scenes into the new social media scheduler that I'm using. I've talked a little bit about it in this group, and I had a post up about how I'm saving money in my business, which a lot of you really liked the information that I shared. So for those of you who are interested, I'm just going to share a little bit about that so you can see what it looks like and how I am actively using it. So I'm really excited. Today's episode, it's going to be really good. So the first thing I really want to hit on is the importance of consistency, right? And we hear this a lot, but I think that sometimes as entrepreneurs, we can get a little bit frustrated when we're being consistent and putting in effort, but maybe we're not seeing results from it. So that's the first thing. It's really important to be consistent. You need to find a flow that works for you. So if you can commit to even posting once a week, then do that. For me, I like to post at least 3 times a week on social, but you have to do what works for you. If you want to commit to every day, then do it. Obviously, the more you put in, the better results you're going to get, but you want to do something. You want to choose a frequency that's going to be sustainable for you. You don't want to burn out churning out content. The second thing I want to hit on is expectation. And this is really tied into the fact that people don't understand what social media is really for. A lot of times as business owners, the instant correlation that we have is we're there to market our services and find clients and sell. However, we have to remember it's called social media. So social media is not just for selling. Yes, we can do some selling, but the primary function of it is to build know, like, and trust. It's to build personal connection, have those one-on-one conversations with people in your audience and help serve people, show your expertise, show how you can be of service and build those connections and relationships. But people instantly gravitate towards that. Oh, let me promote my offers. Let me talk about what I do. And we should do that, but we need a very balanced diet right there with our content. So that's really important. And I think that some people are burning out because they get pitched to a lot on social media. They're tired of being marketed to, and then their marketing is also not being successful to others. For me, for example, I use primarily Facebook and Instagram for my social media marketing. And I make it a point to have one-on-one conversations with people where I'm not just selling them. And I'm sure some people get my messages and might think that I'm going to sell them, but that's really not my intention. So for example, on Instagram, when people follow me, I like to send a message and just let them know that I appreciate them connecting with me. And I ask about their business. And there's no agenda. I'm not there to share an opt-in. I'm not there to push my offers. If it comes up organically, then so be it. But my main focus is just building relationships and building connections, right? Because what is the point of people following you if you're not going to talk to them, if you're not going to build a relationship with them? So those one-on-one conversations are really important. So if you approach social media with that mindset of being consistent and building relationships, just giving value, showing your expertise, you're going to go a lot farther than people who are just promoting and selling and they're not catching any fish, right? With that strategy. So let's go and dive in, and I'm going to show you my content creation process. So at this time right now, at the time that I'm recording this, I'm using ClickUp, but I'm actually planning to move to another platform called Upbase. And my reason for that is, if you saw my post about how I'm saving money in my business, I'm really trying to avoid adding more monthly subscriptions to my business expenses. I found this program called Upbase, and you can pay a one-time fee of $49 and get lifetime access to it. That deal is not forever. I don't know when it's going to end, but for right now, it is still ongoing. So if you want to check that out, that's what I'm planning to move to. You can go to thevirtualmama.com/upbase, and I'm going to drop all these links in the comment section after this episode is over. But you can totally check that out. It's very similar to ClickUp. So I'm really excited to make the switch and not have to pay a monthly subscription, because think about it. If you are planning to run your business for years to come, even if you're only paying $10 or $20 over the next 5 years and more, that's really going to add up when you think about all of the other subscriptions and tools that you might be using. So I think it's a lot smarter to pay a one-time fee. You get lifetime access to it. And again, that deal may not be around forever, but as of right now, it is available. So I highly recommend checking it out. And if this is something you plan to use, take advantage of it. So I don't only use ClickUp for this. I use it for my entire business, okay, as of right now. As I mentioned, I'm planning to move over to Upbase, and that will replace ClickUp for me. But this is how I manage my business. I use it in my ministry as well. This is how I manage content creation for social media, my weekly newsletters, my blog posts, or my podcast. It's how I manage tasks in my business when I'm creating courses, my daily tasks, everything. It's all here because I want to stay organized. I never want to open my laptop and stare at a blank screen wondering what I'm supposed to be working on. So to avoid that, I try as much as possible to keep things organized. I also want to know the status of things. I want to give myself deadlines so I can actually get stuff done, okay? Now, if you are interested in me going a little bit deeper into that topic of like how to manage your business in a platform like this, let me know in the comments. And once I move over to my new platform, I'll consider doing another episode like this that's a little bit more broad on the business side. So what I do is I write out a bunch of ideas. So I obviously have my due date and what the date that it's going to be published, the date that I want it to go out. And then I like to keep track of what the status is. Then there's format, topic, and content type. Format. Okay, where is this going? Is it going to be just a static graphic or photo? Is it an Instagram reel or Facebook reel? Is it a carousel post? Is it an Instagram story? Is it a live? So I choose the format that this piece of content is going to be, and then the topic. So I like to have these like pillar topics that I talk about: business coaching, copywriting, marketing, and faith. That's what I mainly talk about. Pretty much every piece of content I have, it's going to fall into one of these categories. So business coaching would be anything related to running your business. So when I share strategies on getting clients, working on systems for your business, anything that's like managing and marketing your business, marketing has its own category there. But anything regarding managing, growing your business, then copywriting. I talk about copywriting, how to grow your copywriting business, if you want to specialize your skills, or if you're not a copywriter, but you want to learn those skills for yourself. I teach different aspects of copies that you can still implement. Then marketing and faith. So those are my main topics that I talk about. So this can change in the future. I might switch some of these up, but for right now, this is working for me. So I pick the topic that it's going to fall under. And then over here, the content type. So what is it? Is it behind the scenes, personal? Is it mindset? Is it educational? Is it encouragement? Am I promoting something? Yesterday, I had some content that was promoting a free giveaway. So promoting doesn't always mean selling. It could just be sharing something. It could be sharing a freebie, but it's still promoting something. Then educational, that would be like what I'm doing now. So this falls under marketing, social media marketing, and it's educational. And this just helps me really stay organized. So here's the thing. If you want to be consistent on social media, you need to have a plan. Because if you wait until the day you're going to post to create your content, you're going to be lost. You're not going to know what to post and I know this because it's happened to me. Anytime I've waited until the last minute, it has made it so much harder and taken me so much longer. But when I take a little bit of time at the beginning of the week to plan, I usually like to do that either on a Sunday or Monday, and just take a little bit of time to plan and create ahead of time and schedule it, it just happens so much faster. And I mentioned I like to share at least 3 pieces of content a week, including this show. It's technically 4 pieces of content. So aside from that, in addition to this show, there's 3 more pieces of content that I'm sharing. So that's a little bit how it works. And then if you have in the future, if you want to outsource this, you can assign it to different people. I have it assigned to myself because I create my content. So that's pretty much how it works. And I have this app on my phone. So when I come up with new ideas, I either write it in my notes app or I just open up ClickUp and add it there. But as I said, I am planning to move over to Upbase. So I'm not sure if they do have an app or not, but that's what I do plan to be using. So if you want to check it out, I will make sure to leave that link in the comment section, or you can just go to thevirtualmama.com/upbase. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to take you over to Vista Social because that is what I am using now to schedule my content and manage my content for social media. So I'm really excited about this tool because previously I was using Later, and I know there's a bunch of different ones out there, Hootsuite, Planoly, and as I mentioned Later. When I was a social media manager, I used Later for my clients. So when I transitioned to just doing it for myself, I wanted to stick with the same platform, but it's so expensive and it's only increased in price over time. They keep raising their prices, it adds up. So I believe at the time of this recording, it's $40 a month for just one set of socials. So that's crazy, $40 a month. But right now, there's a special promotion through AppSumo, and that's how I got lifetime access to this. So I paid $49, right? And that's almost as much as paying for a month of Later. And now I'm going to have lifetime access to this platform, and I don't have to pay a monthly subscription. Now, you can still take advantage of that if you want to. I checked. So at the time that I'm airing this, there's 6 days left for that deal. And you can go to thevirtualmama.com/Vista Social, and it'll take you directly to that landing page with that deal on it. I'll also drop the links in the comments after this is over. So what you'll want to do is just go and check that out if you want to. Okay. If you're watching this after those 6 days have passed, you can still go to thevirtualmama.com/Vista Social, and it'll take you directly to their link on their homepage where you can still sign up. However, you will have to pay that monthly membership. However, I will say it is a lot more affordable than Later. I think it's $20 or less a month. So you're going to pay like less than half of what you would if you were using some of those other popular platforms. So I highly recommend it either way. Whether or not you take advantage of the deal now, I do really recommend taking advantage of that lifetime deal. I'm so glad I did. But anyways, not to spend too much time on that, I just wanted to show you like how this works and how I use this platform. So what I love about this platform is that I can do everything in one place. So I mainly use Canva to create my graphics. And then I record my videos inside of Instagram and I edit them in an app called InShot. However, when you're posting to multiple channels, it can get very tiring and just time consuming because I would be posting to Instagram, my Facebook page, and then my Facebook group, and sometimes my Facebook profile. So it can be very time consuming. So I love that I can do everything in one place. So I just click right here and all of my channels are here. I use this for my ministry as well. You can have on the first tier, you can have up to 10 social channels. So it's great. So I have everything connected here and I can choose where I want to post to. If I want to post to my group, I just click on that as well. And then I can also manage my inbox, my DMs, I think comments as well. I have to double check on that. And so if I want to create a post, I can just go to quick add, schedule a post. And this is so cool. So I can go in here and write my caption, and then I can either upload a video or I can design with Canva. It's connected to my Canva account, and then I can just pick a template and customize it, or I can go to projects and I can use a pre-made template that I've made, or I can use a past graphic that I've made and use that as a template and just edit it. So what I could do if I wanted to is just batch create all my graphics, then open up that folder and just upload it here. And it just makes it so easy because I do everything in one place. I don't have to download it, then re-upload it. It's so convenient. So I can choose where I want this to be posted on which channels. And then I can customize the caption for Instagram and Facebook. So if I want to put link in bio at the end on Instagram, I can do that. And then for the Facebook version of the caption, if I want to put the actual link, I can do that. Super cool. And then what I also like is here for Instagram. So I have the caption, then I can post a comment. So if I want to post my hashtags as a comment instead of in the initial caption, I can do that right here and it will post it as a comment for me. I can also save hashtags. So I have different sets of hashtags that are saved. And then I can just click on it and it will populate all my hashtags for me. So it just makes it so easy. And then I can go ahead and publish now, or I can schedule it, add it to a queue, or just save it as a draft. So I would do that there. So I'll close out of that. Super cool. Then I can also look at everything with this calendar view. I can see what's already been posted and what's coming up. I haven't scheduled next week yet, but I can see what's scheduled for this week so far. I can look at last week, and I just started using this. So there's not a ton on here, but there is some content. I can see what's been posted, and then I can also look at my analytics. You can run reports, look at your analytics. Like, it's just such a great value. And again, if you want to take advantage of that lifetime deal, I highly recommend it. It's such a steal. And I'll go ahead and drop all of that in the comments, but you can go to thevirtualmama.com/Vista Social. So I hope that this has encouraged you to show you that this is doable. Okay. I am a mom with multiple children and multiple businesses, very busy, but I'm able to make this work. By the grace of God, I'm able to make this work. And I've learned that intentionality and planning is really key to being consistent with your marketing. So I recommend you try it out. Find a social channel that works for you. Start building relationships. Build those one-to-one relationships. It's going to make a difference in your business. I also have a blog post about how I use Instagram, and I'll link that down below as well. You'll want to check that out. I talk about my Instagram strategy. It's an organic strategy that I use to build authentic relationships using that platform. So if you're interested, you can check that out. So thank you so much again for spending this time with me. All right, bye. Thank you for listening to the Business in His Image podcast with me, your host, Jo Harris. If this show has blessed you, please share it with a friend and subscribe so that you can be notified when we release new episodes. My prayer is that God will help you soak up every bit of what you've heard today and help you apply it to your business so that you can see results. I'll see you next time, and may God bless you.